Okay, now we will start. Okay, good evening to all of you. Welcome back to Database. It's a week 19, belt exam week, lesson 1, introduction to Tableau, coding dojo. So previous lecture learning objectives were, you have learned in the previous week about the what is time series, different type of time series, and calculate the time series the statistics, rolling statistics. We have talked about the feature engineering, seasonality, and how to answer the stakeholder questions. So these topics we have covered in the last week. If anybody have any question from the time series week, they can post on the Discord and book 101. So this is announcement about the mock belt exam. Okay. So there is a mock practice belt exam on the LP. This is a link given. Okay. So here you can go through the like how you can start for the preparations for the belt exam. This is highly recommended to go through this practice exam batch. Okay. So we have a one session for this like optional bonus mock belt exam review session on Friday at 5 p.m. PST. This is the same your class time. If anyone is interested, they can join using the same class link. We will go over the mock practice exam belt. I will not share the solution with you, but I will record that video and share the recorded video with all of you. But we will go through the rubrics so you don't face any issue while you are doing the belt exam. Okay. So this week assignments due by Friday 9 a.m. PST. This is your core analyzing analyst salaries part 1, analyzing the analyst salaries part 2, and core project 4 with the Tableau. Okay. And before coming to the next lesson, if all of you can go through this content, like this will be over today. This is over today's class. And before coming to the next class, if all of you can go through the quick table calculations, unions, time series in Tableau, and symbol maps. Okay, this will be very helpful for you in the live class. And what is the eligibility for the belt exam? The deadline for the all assignments is the Friday at 9 a.m. PST. 80% attendance miss no more than one lesson. Okay. And all of week 1 and week 2 assignments are submitted. And your resubmission from week 1 will be entertained. Okay. Although there is a no resubmission is pending from any student. So all are passed. And week 3 material will be in your belt exam. Okay. But this is not come up with your legibility. Okay, for the belt exam. Assignments are from week 1 and week 2 are only submitted. Okay. Any questions about it? Any confusion like for the eligibility?
I had a question about the assignments. I saw in the weekly email it said something like 5 p.m. Pacific. Was that a mistake on the email?
Yes. This is same in the email. Like for the, like you are talking about the belt exam or assignments?
No, the assignments due. With the email that you sent out said it was due 5 p.m. Pacific. Or maybe I misread it. I don't know.
No, I
Maybe
think
that was
uh,
right.
5 p.m. PST, that is your mock belt exam optional lesson
Okay.
on
All right then.
Friday. Yeah. You need
Thank
to,
you.
yeah.
Hmm.
And what is the learning objective for today's lesson? After this lesson, you describe what is Tableau and what the purpose it serves, and name the key elements of the Tableau public user interface, contrast the dimensions and the measures, create the bar graphs, line graphs, and maps in the Tableau, apply filters, sets, and hierarchies, and create and share a Tableau story. This is all we are going to cover up today. So before moving ahead to the lesson, let's do 3-minute breakout room activity. Okay. I will share a link with all of you in the chat as well. This is the link. Okay. And these questions you need to answer. A set of observations recorded at an equal interval of time is called what? What term you will like answer? What is the name of the term? This is the definition. Okay. A fire, this is an example. A fire in a factory delaying the production for some weeks. Is it a cyclic trend? Is it an irregular trend? Or is it a seasonal trend? Okay. Which of the following is an example of time series problem? Is it all or only one and two or maybe one, two, three? Okay. So you need to answer only these three small questions. I will open a breakout room. Here we go. Hmm. Okay, round two is right there. Okay. All right. So everyone is back. Let's go over the answer. A set of observation recorded at an equal interval of time is called. We are talking about the observation recorded set of observation which is based on time, right? So this is the definition of time series. So we call it time series. Okay. And this is the second question. B, yes. The second answer is correct. This is irregular trend. Okay. And third question, answer is correct. All of them belong to time series. Okay. Oh, all right. It's a great. Thanks all of you for contributing in this question. Okay, so let's start. Today we will start with first of all, what is Tableau? Okay. So Tableau is the visual analytics platform transforming the way we use data to solve the problems. If all of you look at these right side pictures, you can see a very good view of the data sets. It's showing the trends based on the given data sets, right? So this is a very big data analytics software. You can use the data set in the form of Excel file, in the form of CSV file, in the form of MySQL you can write, ODBC. There are many connections available in the Tableau. Okay. And you can make a good reports without using any code. Okay. It is a powerful, you don't need any code software for this, creating and sharing your reports. Why you should go for the
Nirja,
tab? Yes, please.
is Power BI or BL, I'm not sure which one it is that similar to Tableau?
Yes. Not exactly the similar, but they both are same tool. Like they both do the same thing, but there is a difference between their features. Power BI is also a good tool. Tableau is also a very good tool. Okay, but there will be only the visualization graph or other things difference, but they both do the same things, and there is a subscription charges are very big difference. Tableau is a more expensive little bit than the Power BI. Okay, did I answer your question? Okay. Why you should learn for the Tableau? Tableau is one of the most popular data analytic tool, right? A big companies like Verizon, Lenovo, This is Providence Save Joseph Health, Chipotle, Honeywell, HelloFresh, like these companies are using for their business, right? It is very useful when the companies want to know about their business, their future, how they can make the profits, and they can ask for the like data scientists, business analysts to make a KPIs report so they can easily understand what is going on in their business, right? So it is one of similar platforms such as a Power BI, which we were talking about. This is Power BI is only window based, right? And other software like Looker, web only. Okay, there are plenty of software apart from this are also available. Okay, so Tableau certified data analyst. So this is the exam we are trying or we will cover up our syllabus like the curriculum and the topics which will help you to start the preparation for the data analyst exam Tableau. So its cost is additional $250 you need to pay. And if you want to reschedule the exam, it's $25. Suggested product experience is 6+ months, but this is not mandatory at all. But I would say you just do your play with the Tableau after learning from here more, do more practice, right? And then sit in this exam. That would be very useful. And currently we are testing on 2021.1 product version. It is valid for 2 years. This is a preparation guide link and example. This is a source and this is a link. If you click on that, you will find the Tableau data analyst certified about the whole detail. How you can start doing the preparation, readiness. This is analyst learning path. You can go through this. Few courses are also free here. Okay, for the data analyst preparation exam. So this is, if someone is planning right now, this is very good to start your preparation after completing 2-week course from here. Now we will talk about the Tableau desktop versus Tableau public. We are using the Tableau public version, which is a free. So what is the major difference between them? Cost. So your Tableau desktop version is free, but your Tableau desktop, this is the individual one, this charges $840 per year subscription. Okay, if you want to go. The difference between their features, it has a limited features, it contains more than that. Okay, saving and loading, you must save to the cloud. You cannot save your Tableau file at your local system using Tableau public, but using Tableau desktop, you can save to the cloud or local as well. Data sources available. This is your text files, Excel files, JSON file, or data servers. But in Tableau desktop, which is a paid version, it contains all the database connectivity, data sources, including your AWS, Azure, and more than that. I think even you can make a live connection of the data. Companion software, this is not applicable. This is a Tableau preparation, Tableau model, and Tableau server. Okay. And export data extract cannot export the data using Tableau public version, but you can create the extract the data using Tableau desktop version. Okay. Although it also contains a 2-week free trial, once you have hands-on experience on the Tableau public, then you can take the 2-week free version, like the subscription for this, and you can do the practice. But first, you just do your more practice. Once you are confident, go for this. Okay. So this is the one. Now, what questions do you have about this basic definition of Tableau? Any confusion? Any question? Okay, so let's go to the tour of Tableau. Okay, so this is your landing page. Whenever you will double click on your software installed on your system, your first screen will come this. This is also known as landing page of your software, right? So on the left side, you will see this is all the for the your connectivity. Load a new data for new work. You can connect the Microsoft Excel file, text file, JSON file, and so on. Okay. But if you have a CSV file, you don't need to go with the here Microsoft Excel. You can click on the text file and you can upload the file here. Okay. And this is your recently opened workbook. It will show you once you are done with your notebook, you have saved it. Next time when you will open it, you will see this. Okay. And this is from your link to your workbook from your Tableau account. This is your public account. Whenever you are saving your workbook, when you save it, it will goes on to the cloud. That is your public account of the Tableau you have created. This is the link to that one. If you want to go directly from the software to the public version of the web browser. So this is about the landing page of your software, about of the Tableau. What questions do you have about it? All right. This is your loading data. So what type of files it supports? You can see I have highlighted the Microsoft Excel or text file. Microsoft Excel files, you need to click on that when your file have extension with this one. This is XLS and XLSX. If you have a extension file, data file with the txt.csv, tsv, and other files which is related to the text file extension, you can use this option. When you click on that, you can upload the data. How would you do it? I will show you in the practical example. And Tableau Desktop, we know it has a many more correction available. Okay. This is your the data source pane. What is that? When you have now opened the landing page, then you have connected your data source with it. It's a time when you click on this, the data source, after uploading the data file or data, it will show you the next window like this. So this is your file which you have uploaded. It will show on the left side. This is file name scrubbed. And this is the tables or other files inside this. And here we go. This is orange button means this is to create a new sheet where you are going to start your view, creating your reports. This is the button for that thing. And this is your table preview. So when you drag the table from here to here, the tables included this, the file includes the table, it will be start showing the here. It is a preview of your file which you have uploaded. And this is the filters. This is called data filters. You can add it. I will let you know in the upcoming classes how you can use it. Okay. So this is the second tour tour of the Tableau software. This is the one when you click on this sheet 1. After clicking this, you will see this window. Okay. This is where you will start your work. Okay. This is called your visual tables. It will show you the all graphs. This is known as your view. Okay. View means where you are going to see the results which of your data and when you are making the relationship between the tables or the fields. And this is columns and rows. This is the area where you will add the filters according to the requirement. This is a mark which is useful or every time you are going to use this. Okay. It contains the different like the parameters. This is colors if you want to change colors and other things. I will show you in practical example this one. And this is your left side data pane. In this, what is where the sheet you uploaded, the data you uploaded from the side, from the first page, landing page, it will start you all columns in the table here. So you can see the two different like the separation here. The upper is known as dimensions. This is measures. So what is more difference between? We will talk about more in detail in the next slide. Vocabulary, which is very important in this. So This is called the field name. All. Okay. If someone asks you what is this is a column from your original data set and we name it field. Okay. And in this shape, this is known as fields as a point of view presentation. Okay. Visualization. And this is called your properties of your visualization. How you can change the color, size, give the tooltip, label, and detail. Okay. So these are the vocabulary, very important. You should know if you are like answering questions, you should know what is field, what is spells, what is properties. Okay. And why we use the marks. What is that? So these are the dimension versus measures. Okay. The top portion of your Tableau is called dimensions. Okay. You can see a very, very thin line, gray line, or at the top, it says measure names. Here it will say tables. Okay. So before this is called measure names. We call it dimensions as well. This is your measure values. Okay. The major difference between the measure values and the dimensions is that measure your names means categorical. It's a unique. It is helping you to add the dimension into your values, right? It is like making it more in a detail. And this is all numerical. This is continuous. Okay. These are the integer values, float or other type of value. Okay. Where we can make a changes. And now if we come more into this is how you can create a visualization in Tableau. This is your same window which we have discussed a few seconds ago. This is your visual area and this is the measure values, integer one which you can measure, and this is your dimensions. Okay. Either you can drag and drop the values here. If you double click on that, it will automatically goes there. Okay. So you don't need to worry about that. If you either you have two options, drag and drop and double click. Okay. Now this is main toolbar buttons of the node. If you look at these, this is the toolbar you see here. Okay. This is the one at the top. So this is if you want to set the width of your visual, you can change from here. And this is your show, hide, and menu button. This is to swap between your column and rows. Okay. And this is if you want to, sometime you are working, you don't like your work, you want to recap, you want to restart, not recap, restart, then you can clear your view using this button. Otherwise, sometime it stays in the memory, it will create problem later on. Okay. So you can clear from here. This is the button used for that thing. Okay. So this was the basic tour of your Tableau software. Now, what questions do you have till so far? It will make more sense indeed when I will start code along, right? Okay, so this is a like same repository link where I have kept the data. We are going to use the UFU Kaggle data today. If all of you have a link, then you can download the data set if you want to do the code along with me. Okay. These are the tasks we are going to do today. These are the 5 tasks. Okay. So now the first task is what we will do. We will create a visualization for sheet 1. Create a line graph of the number of sightings between 1990 to 2013 using month and year. Okay. So this is my software. I will create a new sheet here. Okay. Here we want to create a line graph using the number of sightings over the time, right? So first of all, okay, let me close this. I will start from scratch so all of you have a better idea. So we will click on that. And this is, I will click here. This is my local environment. I have kept my data set there. You can go inside this in the repository data folder, UFU Kaggle directory, and this is the data set. We will click on this. So where did I click first? On the text file. Okay. And open. So when you open this, okay, we will go back here, the data source, this one. Okay. So this is your the part sidebar where you can connect your data source. Okay. And this is your where by clicking this you can go to your web browser in the public environment where your all these things will be saved. Okay. And now we will come back to here again. I have uploaded the data set. Okay. So now on the left side, you can see I have my all files here, right? All tables here. So by default, which table I have uploaded, it is already there. Okay. I did not drag it. And this is at the bottom. You can see this is sheet 1. When we will start working on this, I will click on that. And this is your data source. If you click on that, it will show you the data source again. Okay. And here, this is the filters. How you can use this, we will discuss it in our upcoming lessons. Okay. And this is a preview of your table. In this, you can see the name of file. If you want, you can change the name of file. Here, we can make it number of citing. Okay. So we will rename it. And this is showing all field name. Everybody can see here, a Tableau is automatically recognize the type of your field. Automatically. Either it's an integer, float, categorical, it will automatically recognize. If you want to go in the more detail, you can see here, this is a drop down button, right? Click here, describe. Okay. Now look at this. It is telling you all values, how many members it has, means how many records it has, rows, and what is the data type, discrete dimension, which we will discuss again in the view. This is automatically telling you, is it measure, value, or dimension? This is called discrete dimension. This means this is measure names. This is your upper part of your data. Okay. And now this way you can see everything for the specific field name from here. Okay. Now we will jump on to the sheet 1. Okay. This is your first page, first visual whenever you click on the sheet 1. Okay. And if all of you look at here, the left side, you can see this is a very, very thin line between these. It is saying measure names. These all are measure names. And when I am hovering on that, please notice the color of this pill. This is blue. Whenever you see the pill color is blue, this is automatically you can recognize it. It's a dimension. Okay. This is a unique value. And this is green. This is measure value. This is integer. You can make the manipulations in these, but we can't make the manipulations like with this. This is a single value, right? Now, if this is also called dimensions, this is your measure values, or we also call it measures. Okay. And now this is a marks one. This is the most often used tool. Okay. For the color, size, text, detail, and adding the tooltip. And this is your filter pane, where you will start adding the filters. Okay. And column and here rows. Now, our first visual is we need to create a line graph of the number of sightings between 1990 2013 using month and year. So I will come back here. So first of all, see, I will double click on this. Let's double click. Okay. When I double clicked it, what it is showing me? It is showing me the total number of the sightings over this, right? here. I can see. So this means this is a measure value. When you want to add the more dimension into this, what you will do? I want to create over the time. This is my date and time frame. Okay. So I will either you can drag and drop or you can just double click on that. I double clicked on this. Okay. Notice when I clicked on this number of sightings, it is automatically taking the sum of your numbers, right, over the time. So this is done by your Tableau automatically by default. It always takes the sum of the values. Okay. And this is based on time. This is a year. Okay. Now what is my goal? I want to create over the month and year. I will click on this icon drop down. See here. By default, it is showing me the year, right? And this is a month. If I click on these, it will start showing on this axis, x-axis, the month name, right? And on this axis, this is a count, number of sightings. But I'm interested in the month and year. So what I will do, at the bottom, all of you can see the other option as well here. See, it is showing the month name and year as well, right? So instead of choosing only this single year or month, I will go with this one. Okay. So I will click on that. Now see the result, right? So it is showing the very good line here, right? If you look at this line is straight over the time. It is not showing any number of sightings, right? Zero. It is not useful information. So we can make it a very useful information. How? We will add a filter here. Okay. So I want to add the filter here from 1990 to 2013. Okay. So now what I will do, I will drag date and time from here to the filter pane here, like this. Okay. You can drag and drop it here. When you drop it here, it will open this window and show you the many options to add the filter. Okay. So I will go with the range of the dates. Okay. This one, we will click on the next. Here you can see the range of the dates, right? So I'm not interested in the timing. So I want to change it from 1990. Okay. We can start from 1st January, right? Like this, 31st. And we can make it up to 2013, 12, 31st December, right? So this is the one. I will do apply. Okay. So now all of we can see it is a useful information. It has some number of sightings in from 1990, right? And going up to here. Okay. So this is how you can create your first visual. We are just looking at the number of sightings over the time between this specific period. 1992, 2014 or 13, right? Now, in this, if you want to like add the colors, you can also do that. I will show you in the next sheet, okay, how you can do that. What questions do you have in this? To add filter, how we have drag and drop the filter, what is dimensions, what is measures. Take your time. If something come up in your mind, please feel free to ask. Okay, so this is the first visual we have created. Okay, now we will jump on to the second visual. Okay, in this we will create a line graph of the number of sightings between 1990 to 2013 using year, showing the top 5 most common UFO shapes as a separate lines. Okay, and we will also answer the like add the annotation what shape was the most common in 2013. Okay, so in this what I will do, I can use my same sheet for my next visualization, because I need all these like month, year, and number of sightings for my next visualization as well. Okay. Either you can create yourself new as well, or you have an option to make it duplicate. Right click on this sheet, say duplicate. Okay. So I will name it here top 5 most shapes. Okay. So we can rename the sheet like this way. Okay. And this is my new sheet is ready. I wanted to show the top 5 most common shapes only. So this is the dimension I can add, which will help me to show over the time the top my most common 5 shapes. So I will click here. You will say create here, set. Okay. So we will say set. After creating set, we can name it top 5 most shapes, right? So we can say top. It is by default none. I want to do it by field. It is saying top 10. I want top 5 only. So I will make it 5. Okay. And this is, I want the number of count of the top 5 most shapes. So it is correct. So this is number of sightings are coming here, count. So we don't need to make any changes here. Okay. This is correct. So we will say OK. Okay. So now when you click OK, you can see with this sign, it create the set. Whenever you see this sign, this is a sign of set. Okay. Now I want to add it. What I will do? I will drag and drop it with my different colors. Okay. So I will click on this. I will drag and drop it here like this. Okay. So what I did, I drag, drop on the color mark. Okay. Because I want to show my different 5 shapes in a different colors. But right now you see, it's showing only 2 colors, right? It is not showing the different 5. Why? Because here number of sightings, whenever you create the set, it by default, it come up with the in and out of set. Only 2 values. Okay. So what we will do, we will choose from here, show members in set. So I will say show members in set. You can see it started showing me this, right? This is very like this. Why this is coming very like in this way, right? Because we are right now looking at it month wise. Okay. But we are interested in year wise. So what we will do? We will change from month to year. So now what it is showing? It is showing the top 5 your shapes. That is your, here it will come, right? Because I have added the here, the set, it will start showing on the right side as a card, circle, fireball, light, other, or triangle. These are the top 5, right? In other, many shapes come up, right? Now my next task is what? When you are hovering on these, all of you can see it is showing the name of the shape, year, and number of sightings, right? Now we want to plot the most common shape in 2013. Okay. So here we can say here is a 2013. This seems to be the most common shape, right? It is coming on the top. So how you can add the annotate in this? You can click here, then right click, annotate, here mark. Okay. When you click on the mark, it is showing you this window. In this window, you can see top 5 most UFO shapes. This is editable. This I will not recommend to edit, because this is your dynamic values will come itself. You don't need to make any changes in this. This is by default. So you can say here, which shape is it? We can say circle. the circle shape with the number of sightings. Right? So we can set it. So you can make it like this way. Okay. And this is showing you the editable. You can drag and drop it, set it here like this way. Okay. You can make it like this. You can edit it. Okay. So you can edit the text, add the annotation in this way. Okay. So this is how we have create the add the set. Why we are adding the set? Because I was interested only to show the top 5, top 10, whatever you want, you can do it. Okay. And how you can highlight or annotate the most common shape in 2013. Okay. Now, what questions do you have? All right. So we will jump on to our third visualization. This one. Okay. So in this, we will create a bar graph of number of sightings by shape of the top most common. We will sort it from most to least common and add the count as a text label. Okay. So here we are going to create a new graph here. So we will create a new sheet here. Again, we can rename it with some useful name. This is the bar graph of most common shapes. Okay. Or you can also name it with top 5. Okay. So now we will double click again on the number of sightings. Okay. Here. Right. Now, if you want to show it on the basis of these with the graph, right? Right now, this is a single dimension, right? Now we want to show the top 5 most shapes only. So what we will do? We can add this here. Okay. Now we will double click on that. Here it is not showing anything right now. Again, it is only showing the top 5, inner out only. So we will say or add show all members in the set. So we have 5 members in the set. When I clicked on these, it is showing me all top 5 members, right? Now these all are coming in the same color. We are interested to show it in a different color. So how would you do that? I will drag and drop my this set again on the color mark like this. Okay. So this is making this one. Again here in or out. So we will make it show members in this. So it will change the colors, right? Now we want to sort it. This is a one sign using which you can sort it. So we can do it like this. Okay. Ascending, descending, right? So you can sort it. So the topmost is coming on the top, then so on. Okay. Now we are interested to show the of these each number of sightings of belong to each shape. So what we will do? Either what you will do, you can do the number of sightings on the label. Okay. When you do the label, it will show you the number of counts of each shape here. Okay. So this is not coming. If it is not showing, you can right click on that, right? Mark label, always show. Okay. You can do that. I don't know why it is not coming itself, but here we go. Okay. So it will show you the total number of the sightings of top 5 shapes here. Colors. Okay. If you want, you can add the right now in the tooltip, you can see only 2 things are coming. If you want, you can add more things in the tooltip. Okay, so this is what you need to do. You need to drag and drop your field from here to the tooltip. Okay, so this is how you can create a bar graph with the top 5 most common shades with labeling the data in your Tableau. Now, what questions do you have? Right. So we will jump on to our next visualization. This is your sheet 4. That is here we can create a choropleth map of the total number of sightings per state only for US. Okay, because we have a data of many countries, but we will plot only for the US state. Okay, if you are doing the code along with me, these are the steps which is written here, which I am applying. Okay, and now we will come here. I will click on this button. This is a new sheet map. We will name it choropleth map. Okay, so now I want to do the only showing the number of sightings in US state. Okay, so what we need first when we want to plot the map. When you want to plot the map, we need a latitude, longitude. Okay, this is generated by your Tableau, these fields. Okay, so we will double click on this like this. Okay, the map will automatically come here from this. Okay, so this is here. Now I'm interested in the number of sightings. Okay, so I will click here. It is not showing anything right now because it don't know in which country and state you want to show the numbers, right? So what we will do, we will first add the country here in the filters like this. Okay, now you can see it is showing the Australia, Canada, and another 2 countries here is the US. I'm only interested in the US, so I will tick on that. Okay, so we will apply. Okay, okay, now we will add the state here. So we can add the state here like this. Okay, when you add the state here, we can add the detail like this. Why it is not showing? But here we go. Now we don't need the city. We are only interested in this, right? So here we have added the state from the US country. This is the country and this is the number of sightings. If you hover on that, it is showing the country name and then your number of sightings here. Okay, but we know we have only one country. So if you want, you can remove. Okay, but it is not showing this. Oh, I removed the wrong thing. If you want to show in more detail or label this on the like your each state with the number of sightings, then you can also drag and drop the state here. Okay, but it is not showing. It should show. Let me state go to the detail. This is your label and this is your detail. And it will show you this one. Okay, and number of sightings with detail. I don't know why it is not filling this up, but here it will show you the number of all sightings in each state of the US. Okay, and if you want, you can change the other colors on that by dropping the number of sightings on this. Okay, like this way. So this will change the color, right? And number of sightings, you can click on that, then it will label. Okay, so it is showing in each state the number of sightings in this. So what I did, I used the number of sightings for color to fill it, and then number of sightings on the label. Okay, so this is the choropath map. When you want to visualize something based on your latitude, longitude, or based on the graphical representation. Okay, here you have other options as well. If you want, you can make it a darker side. You can right click on that background. Here is the option. These are the other background layer options. Okay, these one. But we are going to change the style of the map from here. By default, it is coming up with the light. So we can click here. You can choose dark if you want. Whatever suits to your requirement. It come up with the streets. Okay, satellite. Okay, I think more suits to this type of problem is dark only, right? It does not showing anything with the streets, right? So this is how you can draw the choropath map using Tableau. Now, what questions do you have? Hey, take your time. So now we will go to the next visualization over here. Okay. So in this, we will create a symbol map of every sighting in the world colored by shape, filter to show 1 year at a time. Okay. So in this, we will add city for all countries, right? And we can add the year filter in that. So how would you do that? What we can do, we can make a duplicate of this sheet because we are going to use the same data, right? So here we say your number of sightings based on, right? So first of all, what we will do, we can choose here your number of sightings by colored shade, right? So now we can add the city here, right? And number of sightings with the colored here. Remove this. This is already coming with this one. We can remove this filter, okay? And now we will add the date and time filter here, okay? So we will drag and drop it here. I want to show 1 year at a time. So we can choose this, and we know it was showing the most useful information from 1990. So we can say 01, 31, and here we go 13, 12, 31. Okay, so we will apply and okay. Okay, so here it is showing this one. And now if we drop these, this show members in these. Now it is showing you the top 5, right? Number of sightings of the shape with different colors in each city, state of the country. Okay. If you want, you can add the country filter as well. This is your choice. I'm showing all. Okay. And now look at the right side here. Here, I want to show the filter. I want to show only for the 1 year. So I will click on this filter and say show filter. Okay. All of you can see this filter is coming here, right? So now I want to show only this. I will change its format from here. Show slider only, right? And yeah, I think this is only, right? So you can change it from here, like this, okay? Like this. If you want, you can show the readout here, okay? It will help you to know which year is this, and you can show the filter like this. And other way, we will change it into year as well. Okay. So now when you do show filter here, it will start showing this one. So you can choose like this. If you want to show only 2013, you will go like this. So this is the only result for 2013. Okay. So right now it is showing this one. This is fine, I think. Yeah. So this way, how you can show the filter. Okay. First, we have added the date and time. You can make it only year based. If you are interested in month wise, you can again change it from month and year. Okay. And if you click on that, you can say show filter. It will start showing you the all cards on the right side. Okay. So this will, when you show the filters here on the right side, when you will add it into the story, it will be like show to the front end user as well. They can use it. Okay. That's why we show it. Okay. Now, what questions do you have till so far? How many of you are doing the code along with me? Can you hand a raise? Okay, great, Daniel. Okay, so now we will create and share the Tableau story. Okay, so this is very easy to create it. So click on the new story button here. Okay, so we will come here. This is new sheet. This is your new dashboard button. And this is your new story button. So the major difference between new story and new dashboard is that in new story, you can add the captions, navigation. By default, it contains. Okay. But in dashboard, you have only single view. But in story, you have a multiple view. Okay. I'm going to click on that. Okay. So here is the option. So on the, when I click on the new story, my all sheets are coming here. You can give it a very name here. So it will look more good when you will publish it. Okay. So here I will give the name to my first sheet is number of sightings for the time. Or you can say based on year. 1990 to 2013. Okay. So this is highly recommended. Name your sheets properly. Okay. And it is showing me the size like this. Okay. If you want, you can change the size. So it has options fixed size, automatic and range. Okay. Automatic means it will automatically take the shape. You only need to drag and drop. Fixed means you need to set the width and height. Okay. So I will go with the automatic right now. Okay. In this, and here we go. So first my sheet is citing, number of sightings base. So I can drag and drop or double click. If I double clicked on that, it added it here, right? So you can see the caption is coming here. So we will name it with the useful name. This is the number of sightings based on 1990 to 2030. Okay. So this is showing your this caption, right? Now I want to add the second here. So I will double click on that again. See, it added automatically, right? And new caption is added here. So navigation is automatically ongoing, right? Seeing it has a multiple views with the navigation. So we will say top 5 most common shapes, right? So it is that one. Now look at the right side as well, which was showing on the right side in your working area. It is showing here as well. It will be the same with the filter as well. So next is our bar graph. We will click here. We will say here bar graph for top 5 most common shapes, right? So it is showing these all, right? And then chloropath map, okay? So we will show number of sightings in US state, right? So this is only we are showing in the US state only, okay? And on the right side, you can see here the number of sightings from lighter to brighter, right? Lighter to darker. So light color means less number of sightings. Darker color means higher number of sightings, okay? And then we have a number of these again, based on the 5 most common shapes. Number of sightings based on top 5 common shapes, right? So now look at here on the right side. When I did the show filter, it is showing me on the right side. So I am the front end user right now. I can change it from here like this. Okay. So when you want to give the access to the user to play or see the results, make it more interactive, you can show the filters. Okay. You will learn more things which will make your sheets very interactive in upcoming lessons. Okay. So this is your story, how you can create the storyline using your different views. Okay. So till so far you have learned how to create your first visual, how to connect with the data source, how to you can check the data type, how you can add the filters, you can add the colors, how you can add the set, and how you can create the stories. Okay. This is called navigation. These are the navigation button. You can say caption. Okay. And these are your sheets. Now, what is the next step? Now, we will save it. And how you can share it on your Tableau public. Okay. So, one thing is noticeable here very carefully. If when I am saving this story, okay, if I have selected this caption, then when you save it, it will be shown your portfolio. First page is this. Okay. So be careful when you are saving your portfolio. These, like the Tableau notebook, you which sheet you want to show first time to the user, choose that sheet. Okay. Not that one which is in the last. So when I save it with this one, now I will go here, File, Save to Tableau Public. Click on that. It will open with this window. This connection, what happened? So I will choose. Okay, I think I did not save it. So we will save, no. I don't know why this error is coming. This is over number of sightings. All right. If you are doing along with me, you need to click here, Save to Tableau Public. When you click on that, it will open a window. Okay. and you need to give the name to it. When you give a name to it, it will goes to the public place. Okay. When it will goes to the public place, I will show you here how it looks like. Let's come back to here. This is not this one. No, it will open from there. Okay. It is not allowing me to show. I don't know what happened with these. Let me try this. So it will open like this. Okay. So in this, we can name it this one, live class. Here today, we can say 2304 and then 04. Okay. So now we can save it. Okay. This is I'm doing with my another file. This is not my current lesson, but I will share that solution with all of you. So this is when you click save on these, it will show you this message, publishing views. Okay. When it is published, it will let you go on to the this domain. Okay. So this is how it look like now. Okay. Now I have saved by selecting this sheet. So it is showing me the first sheet here. The front-end user can navigate this one. Okay. So this is this sheet. And now the next thing, why you are working, maybe your portfolio is not complete. You don't want to share with anyone right now. What you will do, you will click on this setting button. It will say show viz on profile. So you can make it disable. Okay. So what will happen now? Nobody will be able to see your portfolio, this notebook on your like this public Tableau place. Okay. And if you want to show, you can make it this one. Okay. I will make it hide, right? If I want to show the show with sheets. So this means if you want to show the name of the sheets, so you can make it enable. When you will make it enable, it will start showing the sheet's name. Okay, here, this one. And allow access, it will let and like the another students or another people to download your notebook and they can manipulate it. Okay. So if you don't want that, you can disable this. Sheets is showing at the top. If you don't want to show the sheet's name, then you can make it disable. Okay. Here we go. So no sheet's name will come. And here, if you want to hide it, you can choose it disable. Okay. So these are the very important settings here. Okay. Yes, Daniel, you can name the story as well. Okay. I will show you. Here we go. This sheet. Okay. Back to my that lesson is not that. I don't know what happened with that one. Okay. So this is how you can name it. You can name it like UFO sightings. Okay. So you can name it. These all are named. And whatever name you will give here, it will show as a title there. Okay. So this is highly recommended. Name your sheets very proper, your tooltips, your colors, which colors you are going to choose. This also matters a lot. Okay. And now we will come back here. Now, before I move ahead with the other things, anybody have any questions? What questions do you have till so far? So let's jump onto the tools, tips and the rules. for the visualization. Okay, so here we go. Which feature to click on first? Okay, when you have a data set, you need to do a lot of brainstorming to create a visualization, right? Which graph will be suited, right? What we can do. Okay, the title on the story, and you can choose font. Yes, great, Joshua. Yes, if you want a text table, okay, then start by double clicking on the dimensions with the group labels. Okay, this is what we did, right? We were double clicking. I showed you here, right? You can double click on this, right? And you can start showing this. Okay, this is just the simple numbers in one line. It is showing you the number of sightings. That's it. Okay, so this is the thing. If you want a chart visualization, start by double clicking on the measure, right? Chart visualization means now you have only single like the measure, right? If you want to increase its dimensionality, you want to show, right? Increase its detail, how many number of sightings over the time, how many number of sightings in each city, state, then you can add the dimensionality. Okay, so you have a lot of options here in the dimension. This one, you have a country, state, city, date and time. Like I double clicked on that. So it adds my dimensionality or detail of my number of sightings, right? So it is making a lot of sense, right? And you can add it again into year and month. Okay. So this is the one. If you want a map, simple double click on the geographical like your values. If you remember, I just clicked on the latitude, longitude, my graph was there, right? Map, how easy, how Tableau is like easy to use, right? And if you didn't get the visualization you wanted or were expecting, if you're not clear, Tableau visualization will help you. You can click on the show me button, which is right over there, here on the right side, right? It will give you the idea, right? If you want to choose this graph, you need a one or more dimension, you need a 0 to 2 measures, right? So this is how helpful your this graph, sorry, Tableau, right? It is guiding you. Okay, so these are the by default your visualizations. Okay, and now we will come back to these. These are your additional tips. Order of operation matters. Okay, you can get a different result if you perform the same steps but in a different order. Okay, it depends. And if you can't seem to undo, we discuss it, you can just clear it, clear the view and start over. This is a button which is here, this one. Okay, if I click on this, it will clear everything like this. That's it. Okay, if you're not sure. And then save and loading, with like I was facing this issue, maybe you may face, right? So save early and often. Okay, so we don't lose over visualization on which we have worked. Okay, and if you are working on the previous version of any your visualization and you make some changes but you want to preserve your previous version as well, always choose the option save to Tableau public as, like we normally do in our computer, right? We have a two options, save and save as. If you choose a save as, it will preserve your previous version as well. Okay, otherwise it will override. Okay, and then we have a menu options. This is open from Tableau public. If you have a more portfolio over there, if you want to open from your like version, then you have this option. This was the option here as well, like this. If I click on that, it will show me my all work here. Okay, so I can click on that and start working on that. This is option save to Tableau public. This is for your new file. Save to Tableau public as, if you want to preserve the previous version, you can rename it with the new name. Okay, so this is for analysis, which we will discuss in the next class. Analysis. Okay, aggregate measures. This is we like use by default your Tableau, do the aggregation or sum of your all numerical value when you are putting it into the view. Okay. And these we are going to learn in the next lesson. Create a calculated fields. Okay. So this is a summary of the lesson. You describe what the Tableau is and the purpose it serves. And we also discussed about the key elements like field, dimensions, measures, spells, right? And marks. And we also discussed the difference between the dimension and measures. And you also learned about the filters, sets, choropleth map, right? So this is the one. And in the next class, you will learn calculated fields, quick table calculations in the Tableau, joining files using unions, and creating hierarchies. Okay, this is the one. And this is a Tableau vocabulary, dimension, measure, set we did today, filter as well, field, fill, right? Hierarchy you will learn in next lesson. Okay. So this was all about today's lesson. Now, if anybody have any question, please feel free to ask. Okay. And if all of you want, you can start using UFO dataset. I can open the breakout room. Okay. And you can start doing this exercise now. Okay. Because we have a time. So I will stop sharing. I will